All right, and we're getting ready to start this second half of action here, and a couple of notable statistics from that first half. Berea being out-rebounded 9-22, and just like we talked about that whole game, you got to be able to secure these rebounds. As Carter pulls up the jumper, no good. And I'm sure that's going to be an area of emphasis for the Mountaineers this second half, is closing out on shooters one and securing those rebounds second. And the quick trigger is no good. Jackson with the rebound.
I think one thing that always works in your favor is percentages. And if you look at their first half, Average shot 60% from three-point land when they average about 40. So
yeah, that's going to be a noticeable difference right there. The big question is, are they going to be able to keep it up? If you're the Mountaineers, obviously you hope not, but you got to do everything in your power to prevent that from happening. You got to close out on shooters and make life difficult for them. Carter with it at the top of the key, back to Miller. Carter all alone. To Hudson. Got to get something going inside. And Hudson gets a kind roll right there off the backboard and knocks down that two.
Good powerful move by Hudson. Right through a little bit of contact. Hopefully that gets him started. It's been kind of quiet this game.
Yeah, he came out of that first half with 2 points.
He's already matched that here in the second.
Yep. So you like to see him be aggressive, and Terrell came out with 10 points in that first half. I expect more this second half. You got to keep that aggressiveness up. Hudson with the spin, trying to make something happen. Carter picks up his dribble. And 7 seconds, he pulls it, knocks it down from deep. Cottle with the range.
Let the mullet fly, brother. Let the mullet fly. It's time.
And that's his second three of this contest so far. And I can only imagine that he's going to take a couple more of those. Hopefully he's knocking them down.
I think when you find them backing off of you while you just set up, it's easy to step right into a three, and that's what you want to see more of there.
And the ball is stripped away right there. Had the rebound secured, but you got to make sure you got a tight handle on it. Jackson holding it. Carried that rebound with two hands. And ball is poked away from behind. Saved out of bounds from Cash. And it just looks like they want it a little bit more right now.
It's 2 times in a row we've given him the ball and not said anything to him about the man behind him.
You got to, your teammates got to keep you accountable. You got to call out those things. You got to call Wolf or watch your back, something. And the skip pass is interrupted by Cottle, and that's going to be a great defensive play right there as he gets the foul call. And he read that play a little too well. And checking in for the Cougars, number 30, Jamal Ford.
Charlton comes back in for the Mountaineers as well. Excited to see him keep his momentum going.
Yep, and Doty checking in as well, too. Charlton for 3.
Good job, Terrell.
Not quite.
Yeah, and Doty crashed the weak side just a little late on that crash.
Yep.
He was right there.
And swarmed by the defenders, but they're going to call the foul right there. They're going to...
Oh. Yeah, he gave that one to Doty. I thought it might have been on Isaac Cottle there.
Yeah, I thought Doty was a little late to the play. But, I mean, that's the way it goes. And that's going to be Doty's 3rd foul so far. Maybe limiting his minutes here in a little bit. Can't pick up a 4th one.
Oh, I see something moving off the bench now.
And there we go. In checks number 50, Jacob Keebler. And it's about time they put that 6'10 frame to use.
I'm actually a big fan of Keebler. All their cookies, all their crackers, and their basketball player. He is he's actually exciting to watch. I love watching him get after it. He brings a lot of energy.
Yep. Good glue guy for the team, really just a positive force that likes to keep his teammates involved and hopefully come in there and get a couple rebounds. And for a while, he was in the tops of the conference in blocks. So, you know, that frame isn't just for looks. Ball was nearly poked away right there. Got 11 seconds remaining on that shot clock. You got to be aware of this. Miller with it. Pick and roll from Keebler. Cotto pull up three. No good. And Cash coming the other way for the Cougars. Skips it up court. 2-on-2 break. Short arm the layup. Carter going the other way.
A good cutoff there by Isaac Cotto.
Carter all the way to the rim. Gets the shot up and he is fouled. Going to go to the line for 2. And you like to see the aggressiveness in transition, you know, forcing them on their back heels and getting it inside, getting the contact.
Yeah, using what he had to his advantage. He had some gaps there. He fired in there. Now he gets some free throws.
Got to knock him down, too. And there it is. He knocked down that first one. Checking in for Averett, number 33, Bryson McLaughlin, and number 22, Vince Contreras.
Watch the pressure.
Carter lining up for his second one. And 2 for 2 from the line that time. Makes it an 8-point lead for Averett, closing the gap here a little bit. Got to come out strong these first few minutes of this half. Keebler recovering inside, and a great defense right there to recover, and they're going to call a turnover. One too many steps. Skipping the ball up the court. Looks like Averett's kind of out of place inside. Taking advantage of the defense that just wasn't quite ready.
And that's what you got to find. You got to find those moments when your combatant is a little on their heels, a little out of sorts, and you got to exploit them. And that's what Terrell Carter was able to do right there with a quick outlet from Tariq Miller.
Yep, and that's given Berea some good momentum to start this half. And another travel call, and you know Berea's really got to look to take advantage here.
That's 2 times where I've seen Keebler block up a hole and make somebody travel as a result. That is great defense from him.
Absolutely. With just under 16 minutes remaining, a timeout's called on the floor, and your score is Berea 41, Averett 47. All right, just under 16 minutes remaining in this half, and Berea's come out real strong. You know, they built themselves a little bit of a hole in that first half, but digging themselves out now, and with a chance to cut it down to a potential 5-point, 4-point lead. Miller fighting his way inside. Charlton with it. All the way to the rim. Can't get that one to go, but Carter is there for the putback, up and in.
And that's what you want. You want people crashing the board. Charlton, good aggression there. Just couldn't get it to roll, but Terrell Carter there had his back. Gets that tap in.
Yep, and you can hear good communication on defense. Keebler calling out the high post, and that's where they've done a lot of damage today.
Oh, tipped away there by Charlton. They were able to get it right back. Sent away by Staccato.
And that's what you like to see. Miller all the way down on the break. Can't get that one to go, but being aggressive, drawing the foul, and he's going to the line for 2 free throws. And quite the momentum we've seen, you know, swinging here, and good defense. That's really where this one has started. You know, getting some turnovers, getting some deflections, and a great block right there from Cotto that led to this break. Going to be Miller going to the line for 2.
Just off the side there.
Checking in for the Cougars is number 40 Bullock and number 50 Diaby. Keebler lines up for number 2. And can't get either of the free throws to go that time. You hate to see that. Could have made it a 2-point game. But it's still just, I mean, really one possession if you get lucky, but 2. And the big fella inside with that layup. Carter pushing the ball in the other way. Stop kicked it out to Miller. Got to execute right here. Cottle spins around into Charlton, and they're going to say he stepped on the line out of bounds, and you got to watch your footing in that corner.
Yeah. He's in the right position. You just got to get him to not kick that foot back.
And Cash with it for Averett coming the other way. Inside drive, gets it into the low post. Ball is stolen away, but they're going to say it maintains Averett possession.
I think that was a guess maybe by the referee there.
I don't think anyone really knew.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic, a lot of legs. You just had to pick one and assume that's who went out on.
And they're going to call the travel right there. Keebler kind of got away with one right there.
But again, a moment where Keebler blocks up some space and causes the person to second guess their footwork.
Exactly, you know, just making them see that long frame, saying no. And checking in after that was Jackson coming in for Keebler. Throws up the lob pass.
Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful connection.
They always get 1 or 2 of those a game. You know, they have that connection right there. It's always Cottle to Carter. And good athleticism to finish that play right there. Shoots the long 3. No good. Cottle fighting for the rebound just over the back.
Just a little bit, might have hooked the arm there.
You like to see the aggressiveness trying to get in there and rebound, but sometimes that's the way it goes.
Hopeful that Charlton can keep his hot streak going, and then we can add him to Cottle and Carter, and we'll have the 3 C's of Berea.
Carter inside, gives it to Jackson, left hand. Looked like he rushed himself right there.
Looked like he got away with a few steps there. Good cut, just got to maintain your head and get.
And another offensive rebound, can't get that one to go, and Cottle coming in there, soaring up for that rebound. Great effort right there. Back to Charlton on the wing. To Mays. Getting past his defender, little step back. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Charlton fakes the 3, pull-up jumper. No good, going the other way. And he slows it down here, waiting for the rest of his teammates to catch up. In the corner, 4-3. And he knocks that one down. That's going to be number 30, Ford from deep. And we have a timeout on the floor with 12 minutes and 37 seconds remaining. Berea is down 45. Averett's up 52. And then we're ready to resume play. Coming into the game is number 33, Embry, for the Mountaineers. Hudson with it. Picks up his dribble, gives the ball up to Mays. Down low to Carter. Isolating that post. Gets around his man, left hand, and can't get it out. It goes. Cash all the way inside, dumps it down low, and that's sometimes the gamble that you take, having no true bigs out there. You got to have someone to clog up the paint.
Or if you're not going to have that person, you got to have your smalls making sure they're rotating, getting into those gaps and finding the open man.
Mays takes the pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by number 40, Bullock. And yeah, just like you spoke about, with this lineup right here, you can switch on every single player, and you got to take advantage of that. You know, make sure you're closing out, clogging the lane. And gonna say it was a trip on Hudson. And we have a media timeout called on the floor with 11:42 remaining in this final period. Our score is Berea 45, Averett 54. All right, just under 12 minutes remaining in this contest. Averett maintains a 9-point lead, and time for the Mountaineers to start fighting back into this one. You know, they had a really good push at the beginning of the half, made it within 2 possessions. You got to get back to that.
Yeah, I think we had it within 4 points at one point. Now the lead stretched back out to 9.
And the inside shot is no good, but he draws the contact. He's going to go into the line 4-2. And that is going to send Bullock to the line. And misses that first one. And no good on that second one. And that's just a little deflating. You thought you had the rebound, but Mays takes a step out of bounds, couldn't quite save it. Cashed inbound underneath.
Good. Hand off. New York. New York. Use it. Use it.
Going to be called in with the screen, and a legal screen called. Yep, looks like he didn't quite set his feet before he hit the player.
That's one of the things you get taught as a guard a lot of times. When you got a screen coming, you got to wait till they get there before you start moving. And he did not do that there, and kind of left his big man out on an island.
Yep, and Cottle with the ball for the Mountaineers. Got to get some buckets on this possession. Inside Embry fumbled it away, but Carter saves it. Cottle for 3. Can't get that one to go. Cash working that baseline. Moving the ball around the perimeter. They get it down low. Pull-up jumper is no good. A rebound's chased down. And Cottle going the other way. Carter with that whole left side of the floor. Mays the spin floater shot, not quite.
That's one of those where you got a guard like Terrell Carter sitting around the perimeter that you would really like to get the ball to. Have him make that drive instead. Have Mays in there already set up for the rebound so he can get the easy putback.
Yep. Initially, I thought Carter would drive the left side as it was wide open, but moving the ball around. Carter taking his man off the dribble, left hand, and working him down there.
And that's that same drive that you wanted the first time. Just didn't get it.
Yep. And he converts that time. Makes it a 7-point Averett lead. And string together a couple of stops and it's one possession.
There's one right there.
Good hands by Miller. Cotto for three. Knocks it down.
Two-pointer.
They're going to say it's
two-pointer. Put on the line there. Still, you want that basket, so.
Yep, you're happy to see anything go through the hoop at this point. And that makes it a 6-point game. Or 5-point, my bad.
It's all right. Lane Hidden, recent graduate of our basic math program. Foul there on Terrell Carter, it looked like.
Here we go. We got Maul. Okay, both pokes.
Must have got him a little bit on the arm there on that jumper. That's still Terrell Carter's first. Like we said yesterday, he does not get in very much foul trouble, which is a very good trait to have when you're the leader of a team.
Yep, your team's counting on you to be out there on the floor, and if you're in foul trouble, you can't be. As Cash knocks down that first one. Checking in for the Mountaineers, number 30, Andrew Doty, and number 10, Coy Charlton. And in as well as number 2, Hudson. And too strong on that second one. Doty secures the rebound.
Now a 6-point game. Mountaineers with the ball, 9 minutes left, so still a lot of time left on